Great game, really hard-fought game. Thought St. Bonaventure really did a great job in playing them already twice this season for the third time. They were really ready, made some adjustments, and they were sharp. They kept us on our heels. Our defense really had its work cut out for us most of the night, but we found ways. You know, we had 10 steals in the game. Guys stepped up and made some big plays in particular. I think these two guys made some of the biggest plays down the stretch for us. But all in all, it's a great team effort for us. We're very, very fortunate and happy to win the game.
All right, questions for student athletes. Raise your hands. We have the mics floating around.
Kendall, career high 26 today. Last time out against Bonaventure, only 9 minutes. Is there a feeling that they didn't see you as much and you kind of want to show them what you had?
No, I just wanted to go out and be aggressive. Last game, I suffered a concussion, so didn't really play too much.
Anyone else? Any questions?
Can both of you talk about the final play by St. Bonaventure, what you saw and how you defended it?
Jordan, want to take that one first?
Yeah, we basically just want to try to get the ball out of Posley's hands. He did a great job all game, so we just want to try to, key in on him. And, credit to Kendall. We did a great job of getting the passing lane, getting that steal.
Kendall, anything to add?
Just try not to foul, just play good defense, and just came up with a big play and outlet it to Cal.
Other questions?
Jordan, can you just talk about those free throws at the end of the game and games on the line? Same thing kind of at BCU. What does it take to put those in?
Just looking at my teammates, just telling me, just shoot your shot. Tell me that, we need them. I think I missed 2. I don't really remember, but, just my teammates and my coaches just giving me the confidence just to go out there and shoot and, embrace the moment and step up and make shots.
Jordan, could you talk a little bit about Kendall, just the way he kind of especially carried you guys early in the game and just he was a presence against their big guys all through the game?
Yeah, Kendall did a great job of being aggressive. I think they did a great job of pressuring us and making the game tough, and he handled their aggressiveness extremely well. And he led us today, and we just tried to piggyback off his energy, and it was great for us.
Anyone else for student athletes?
Jordan, can you take us kind of through that go-ahead 3 that you had? It seemed like you were a little bit quiet there down the stretch, but then in that big moment, seeing your shines.
Yeah, I don't really know exactly what the play was that we called, but I know Kendall had a great drive through the lane, and he kind of went in the air, and I was just trying to get to an open area. I think me and Kyle were open, but Kendall did a great job of finding me, and it's just a shot that I shoot all the time, and my coaches, they always tell me, if you're open, shoot your shot, and they believe in me. My teammates believe in me, so when I had the opportunity, it's just a normal shot, and it was great to have my team uplifted by it.
Anyone else?
Kendall, what was it like going against the big guy in there? And I mean, you really had to work for your points in there.
It was challenging. Just tried to use my quickness and aggressiveness to get around him and just make tough shots.
All right, anything else? Thank you, gentlemen. Free to go. Congratulations. All right, questions for Coach Miller?
Archie, obviously you had a lot of close games in March last year. You had the one here and the 2 tournament games. It's a lot of new guys. Does that help you in a situation like this, or is just one of those things?
There's really not that many new guys. The heartbeat of the team are the 5 returning guys. That's the pulse. That's sort of the core. And that core played in a lot of big games together all year. They've done it through March, and they did it all year long this year, and they've logged a ton of minutes, so they've played a lot of games together. And they've been in some tough spots. And, I think every game at this time of the year sort of feels like this. And they've expected that. I don't think there's anything easy that they know. So we've been in that moment. I think Darryl did a great job tonight. Young guy, first conference tournament game, was able to, play 15 minutes. He banged 2 threes. And Bobby, in his 6 minutes was able to get us a bucket as well and, sort of hold serve. We'll see how we do moving forward. We're going to need those 2 guys sort of to help us a little bit more. But we're not going to get shaken up a whole lot.
you just talk about how difficult just it is in general just to beat a team 3 times in a season?
We didn't talk about it. I mean, I think when you talk about things, it starts to get in people's minds and it plays games. We never discussed it. I think the one thing about beating a team twice in a regular season is, in my opinion, you can do it again because you've already done it twice. So that's the way we looked at it. But we didn't really talk a whole lot about it. We were very nervous about the game. I think St. Bonaventure is coached by more underrated coaches in all of college basketball. Coach Smith does a phenomenal job. He always has. Those guys were really spaced well today. They shot the ball extremely well. I mean, Dion Wright, in particular, from 3, that really, that threw a monkey wrench into what we're doing. He hadn't done that coming in, and this is the first time that Marcus Posley had really gotten off on us on the season. So we got to see the best of those 2 guys, and they were a very, very strong 1-2 punch. And Cumberbatch really improved as well. He was able to make some big shots as well tonight, and he had been playing well coming into the tournament. So, I feel bad for St. Bonaventure because, in my opinion, all freshman point guard, one of the best point guards we've seen in the league in a while as a freshman, wasn't able to finish the season for him. And when he comes back next year, they're going to have a nice backcourt with him and Marcus.
Scoochie Smith, 6 assists, no turnovers. You guys only had 8 turnovers. That's obviously a key stat.
Yeah, I mean, last Saturday we were uncharacteristically, beat ourselves in a lot of areas at LaSalle. And I think as people watch LaSalle today, you can see why. They're very tough to score on. But we turned the ball over way too much. We hadn't been turning it over leading into the game. That was a big part of not giving the game away today. And Scooch was great. He played like a true point guard. His pace up and down the floor was terrific. He got a couple big free throws on pushes. Just in general, he played really well, I thought. And the key for him is going to be his recovery. I don't necessarily know if he's going to be able to do 37 more minutes the way he did it tonight.
Archie, the teams that had played the day before against teams that did not, in other words, that had an extent, it seemed like they had a little bit more jump. There were some great games that maybe you wouldn't expect. Do you think that had any impact at all?
Absolutely. I mean, I love playing and getting a win because you feel so good about being able to advance and stay overnight, and you get another day to prepare. And to me, it's the best feeling in college basketball is this time of year when you're able to win and stay. You don't want to win and go home. And I really believe that, maybe that doesn't work out well for you in 4 games in 4 days or maybe 5 in 5 days, but that first win can really give you some confidence. And looking at the teams that have been playing and have won a game, they're accustomed to getting out on this floor. They've played on it last night, and I think that's an advantage. I also think, the team that earned the double bye, or got a bye, they have an advantage too. You have to be willing to take that first punch from a team that's already gotten on that floor and sweated a little bit.
Back here.
Archie, kind of piggybacking off that, I'm sure obviously you'd like to win by 10-15 and be able to breathe a little easier, but to win in this way, how much does that help in a survive and advance tournament?
I'll win by 1. I'll win by 1-0. You can give me 1-0, I'll take it. They feel all the same. You're not going down and breaking down film, and you're not getting down on performances this time of year. It's so hard to get a win. There's so much at stake for so many people, players and coaches, and I think this venue is terrific. Our guys are very excited to play here, and they'll be very excited to play another one here. When you're in the semifinals, man, I mean, Saturday semifinals, couldn't ask for anything better right now.
Did you guys get hit by some beer as you left the court?
There was something that came out of the stands. I'm not sure what it was, but it hit right in front of us. We're on some players on the way out, and I think it was addressed in a quick manner.
Archie, talk a little bit about Pollard's play tonight, the way he gave you energy and grit and all, especially at the start of the game.
I mean, I've been saying it, for a long time, and he was voted the most improved player in the league, which I'm very proud of for him. He's very proud of it, but I also think he's one of the best players in this conference. He's been an Iron Man for us. He plays inside, he plays out. He goes against guys like Indoy, and he's, he just competes. And he's a soft-spoken kid, but he's very competitive. He loves to win. He's been a part of a lot of winning before he got to us, and he's a big reason why we've been able to win so many games since he's gotten here. But he's got a lot of room to keep growing. But tonight, I mean, he put us on his back. I mean, he was a warrior tonight.
All right, anyone else? All right.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.